Moo killed. A couple other people did really well, but like the majority of the crowd just sat there and stared. Like,
Really?
yeah, it was like I said, it was almost like they were not sure how to react, or
Interesting.
like they were just kind of getting their bearings or something. It was really bizarre. So, but
How bizarre. How
yeah,
bizarre.
but
Every
the
time
don't get that
I
stuck
look
in my head,
around. Every
bastard.
time I look around, it's in my
I
face.
hate the fact that you know the
How
lyrics to
bizarre.
that.
How bizarre. Every
Uh,
time I look around. Every
we're gonna
time I look
don't
around.
sing anymore. We're gonna have to pay for the usage rights.
No, dude. Every
It'll
time
get flagged
I...
by YouTube, and well, this may be the last time either of us can use technology with this impending storm coming in. I was out of power for 4 days. Apparently,
Ooh.
it's going to be worse on this next go round. So we shall see. But before we get murdered by weather and black ice, I thought we might check in on. That was a horrible transition.
Jesus, dude.
I love that
It's good
bit
to know
though,
some
dude. That's
things
one
never
of the
change.
best. That is one of the best Key and Peele bits ever. Was the black ice.
It's good to know some things never change, Carlton.
Yeah, well, you know what? You don't get this far in life by being me. Wait, no, that's not right. No, I figured we'd give Chris Allen a call. He's gonna be on the upcoming show with you, and I got to do their host battle thing not too long ago, so didn't get to talk to him much other than working on bits. So let's see if he's around and give him a holla. No, he looks like he's there. He is muted, but he is there.
I am here. What's
There
up?
he is.
Yo,
We've been
what's up,
trying to
dude?
reach you about your car's extended warranty. And
Wow. What's up, buddy?
how's it going, man?
Just chilling, man. Just chilling.
Yeah.
I like how they just put Zoom 40 minutes, like just showing that you're poor.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Nick loves to point out that I'm a cheap bastard and don't pay for the full version. But you know,
Dude,
anything. Honestly, well, it keeps it tight too. Because if I were to go longer, then this shit may never end. Because once we get talking about pop culture and shit, it just kind of goes off the rails. So it keeps me to a set time, and I like that. So
yeah,
that's my
that
excuse
makes
anyway.
sense, man. Because like, yeah, who am I to have a Joe Rogan length podcast? But it's just you start talking to buddies, and next thing you know, you're done 2-3
Well,
hours.
and that's the thing. Like, I think the one with Travis Carl, somehow the timer got screwed up, and we ended up going like 50 minutes, and it was like we should probably wrap this up
That's
before
way
this thing
too
just
long for
cuts
Travis
off
Carl.
random. Well, yeah,
I'm kidding.
20 minutes of that was him crying that his pizza hadn't arrived. So, and then when it did, it was wrong and it was cold, and then we watched him cry for another 10 minutes. So it was.
Pizza sounds good.
Yeah.
I just got pizza.
What'd you get?
I got
antibiotics.
Oh no.
You know what? Can we, dude? I think Pizza Hut is the best.
Dude, stuffed crust all day.
I do have a nostalgic place in my heart for Pizza
I
Hut.
love their breadsticks.
I just loved how airy the pizza is, man. It's just, I think that it just tastes better, man.
Yeah, if you're talking chains, then
yeah,
I'll double down.
I would much
on
rather
Pizza
that
Hut
over Papa John's or like Domino's any day.
Well, let me ask you this since we've figured out a topic. Other than checking on how Chris is doing, we're checking on your pizza preferences.
Hey, I like talking food, man.
Oh hell yeah! Look at you're talking to two fat white guys. Of course, we like talking about food.
Dude, I've barely eaten anything all week, bro.
Are you dropping weight now?
I think so.
Like a wrestler?
No.
No.
But
no, I was gonna say like chain restaurant stuff. Like if Papa John's didn't have all that bullshit associated with him, would you think it was good pizza?
To be honest, I don't care about his bullshit.
Well, he's out anyway, and Shaq is like a primary owner now. So
he's the new Papa.
You know what it is? I don't dislike Papa John's. I think Papa John's it just became the go-to.
Yeah.
And I had it too much. You know,
we've become like a Marco's. We've become a Marco's place.
I haven't been to Marco's.
Marco's is really good. Like it's almost, and you know, it may be blasphemous for me to say this, but it's almost a mix between Papa John's and Pizza Hut.
That doesn't sound bad at all.
Yeah, I mean it because I like the crust from Pizza Hut, And I mean, Papa John's crust is okay, but
Yeah, it's run of the mill.
yeah, I mean,
too-
it's
not
too
bad.
doughy.
you can't really reinvent the wheel when it comes to pizza. But
But-
once you get a good formula, then everybody copies it. So maybe Pizza Hut was what they copied, but it's from up north where I'm from too. So it was kind of cool when they moved down here, and then just franchise the shit out of everything. So
I think they're in Ohio too.
yeah, that's where I'm from.
Oh, okay. Where's the one which one is it where you actually bake your own? Is it Marco's or what's the other
Mod
one?
pizza.
Mod, yeah.
Well, no.
Oh.
This is a pizza chain where you actually you order it, but you go pick it up and you cook it at home.
Oh.
Weird.
Anything that involves work like that, I'm not a part of.
It might be Papa Murphy's or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like you order it, whatever you want, and then you bake it at home.
I've done stuff.
Wild.
We've done places like Mongolian grills and stuff like that in the past.
Mhm.
They're novelties to me, and it's just like we paid a fortune I took my wife on her birthday to Melting Pot, and I'll only go to Melting Pot like every 5 years because I realize it costs a fortune, and then you're there and you're like, I'm cooking this shit myself. Why is it more expensive? It's so weird.
What are we talking here? What are we talking price point here? Because people say that, but I've never gone.
So
Melting Point, like easily like one to 150 for two people.
Yeah, it's like $50 a person for the food.
I wish we could pull up a menu.
Yeah, it's like $50 a person for the food.
It's fondue. Like they have good fondue.
Fondue is the cheese, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Walk me through a melting pot. I don't know.
All right.
Is it all cheese?
No. You get to pick your. So it's like courses. It's like it starts off and you you get to pick your. So you get to pick your oil.
Like
and then
peanut oil or
here, hold on.
It's usually like chicken broth, or it's like stuff that they boil basically at the table, and it's like it's either a broth or an oil or. And
so you're actually frying your shit too?
Sort of like so there's a what you call it? I guess a fucking
it's a fondue pot, yeah.
Yeah, it's a fondue pot like on the table, and there's like you put whatever meats and stuff into the oils, and then you cook that shit there. And then they do something where like I think the first course is like the cheese shit. And then
you get a salad, you do your thing while the oil heats up.
Yeah.
Then they bring you like vegetables and stuff like that with the cheeses. Like you do like apples and cheese and stuff. Like you pick what you want. It's kind of like a choose your own adventure. But then what's really stupid about it though is again, you're the one cooking it. So
and they charge you a shit ton of money.
They charge you more than if you went to a steakhouse and they, I'd like it medium rare, and then they season it and they do all the thing and they plate it. And you're just sticking a fork in it and cooking it yourself. And it's the experience of it. But we did it for New Year's.
You do that at
year.
home.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Well, I've got 2 fondue pots at home. I don't think they've ever come out of storage. So, but
yeah, it's also the convenience of like you don't have to clean anything up. Yeah, you don't got to buy.
Yeah, but we did like a couples thing one year where two couples went for New Year's. They had like a New Year's package or whatever. We spent $500.
Jeez,
at the melting pot. Yeah,
God.
Jesus Christ, dude.
And I got like a glass that says the melting pot. Like it was
you bougie fuck.
I've never been. I heard it was expensive, and I heard it's really not worth it. So
it's one of those. Like I said, it's like a novelty thing. You go once and you're like, oh, this is cool. And it's just, and then what really sucks is the way they seat you. You're in your own little booth, like you're enclosed and it's really dark, and it's like a mood thing. The problem is that people that go there now, they do it on a Groupon. So you've got people wearing sweatpants when you're out having like a nice romantic dinner, and then there's like 2 screaming kids and people in their sweatpants that smell like cigarettes in the booth next to you, and they won't shut the fuck up. So every time we've gone,
damn, Carlton,
dude,
that's how you really feel.
I was so mad because it was her birthday.
Poor people can afford it now.
I know.
I've almost reached over and stabbed one of them.
That's the goddamn problem. Too many pours, and here you are drinking pop out of a mason jar.
Yes, but there's really expensive whiskey in there too.
Oh, is there? Where are you at? It looks like Jesus. Where are you at?
My office.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm gonna say, holy hell!
Not a digital background.
Nice
I am
house.
not a cat.
I'm gonna say, Jesus. Okay.
Yeah. So how you been, man? We've been bullshitting about food, but you just say chilling. You're working a lot though, aren't you? Like
I
I
want to
mean,
say
I know
a
you've been
lot.
podcasting like crazy, like Nick does.
I've been doing that, but as far as like being on stage, not as much as I would
Well,
like to be.
nobody
But,
is.
I got the album coming up basically next month, April.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
February is basically. I guess it's not as done as I thought, but April, month and a half.
Okay.
So I'm doing stuff next month and trying to do as many live shows and Zoom shit stuff as I can over the next 35, 40 days
Cool.
to get ready for it. But
Do you have like a time frame you're working in? Or are you just gonna go with it and see how long it?
I'm gonna just go,
Works
man.
out, too.
You know that one thing I've never done my entire career. I've never timed myself ever.
Yeah. Are you looking at a certain like?
I would like it to be at least 50, 55 minutes.
Oh, really? So you're going all out?
Yeah, I just want to have an album at least
Okay.
50 minutes.
Yeah. Well, in the Netflix era now, people do it like 30-minute special, hour special, and then whatever you would call it in between. If you're doing it as
It's an album.
audio only.
Yeah, I'm doing it through the Helium Presents. I'm not doing this myself, like the Helium people.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I mean, but like, I didn't know if you had a goal
That's dope.
for.
Oh,
Like, are they filming it, or is it just you're gonna just take the audio? And
what they're doing is just audio, but I would like to actually film it so I have it. So if I do that, that'll all be on my own. But as far as like the recording is all done by the Helium, and it's just
cool.
audio. Yeah,
that's one less thing to think about.
Yeah, I don't do that. All I have to do is show up.
Cool.
And
cool.
But I'm working that whole weekend. I'm featuring, so I'll like Thursday I'll do half, Friday I'll do the first half, and the late show I'll do the second half, and Saturday same thing.
So it's not a set aside for you to do thing. It's
I wish, but
you're gonna work in it. Okay, that's cool.
But that's how they've been doing them. But they gave me the Sunday night to headline, so I'll have Thursday. I'll have 5 shows to record, and then the 5th show Sunday will be
the whole thing.
The whole thing, yeah.
And then you just edit it together based on.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'll do 5.
That's a good way to do it.
Yeah, 5 feature sets and then headline. So, depending on how the feature sets go, will depend on how not that I'm gonna ever phone it in, but it'll depend how loose I can be, on Sunday. Like if I feel like I got mostly everything, maybe I can fuck around a little bit more on Sunday. But I want to have a good time, man. And honestly, I want to have a good album, man, because I don't want to have an average album. I want it to be freaking good.
You've been doing it for what, 10 years now?
Yeah, 13. Wait.
Oh, okay.
13. Yeah.
Well, does 2020 count for anybody really?
Yeah.
You just kind of chalk that one up.
I didn't get to stay 39, so yeah, it counts.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true.
Time counts.
And Nick didn't get to stay COVID free, so we're all.
I know. Fucking A.
You haven't gotten sick or anything, have you, Chris?
I was sick in was it late about a year ago, actually.
Like with COVID or just?
I think it was because I had the tightness of the chest, I had the sweats, the fever,
Damn.
I had all that. But I didn't. They were just talking about COVID was going to come to the U.S. No one really believed it, and they weren't telling people what the symptoms were at the time.
Yeah.
So I didn't know what it was. I thought I was just nervous at being at that club I was at for the first time.
Oh shit!
But that whole weekend, dude, I just pounded.
And you haven't been tested for antibodies or anything like that? Haven't had a need to, I guess.
Yeah. Dude, I just pounded orange juice for 2 days and it went away. I was completely fine. Like when I got back home from Nashville that weekend, I had a stuffy nose for 3 or 4 days. I was a little clogged up, but after that, dude, I was fine. My wife had a little scare early on. We quarantined her in the house. She went and got a test and stuff, and they said she didn't have it. So. But she quarantined
that's the thing that's scary about it is
you
just don't, it's not your ears turn green. Everybody, everyone with green ears has got it. Like you have no fucking idea.
Yeah, it wasn't some Hollywood pandemic where your eyeballs are an asshole and just bleeding. Yeah. So no one takes it seriously.
I don't know, Nick. How's your asshole?
His asshole's always bleeding. That's how
that
big
it
it is?
Huh? It's that big.
I'll be right over.
What have you been doing, man?
Huh?
He's been sitting on those what do you call them? Funko Pops?
Oh man. Dude, no, my back is killing me. I've been fucking laying on this air mattress for the last week.
Oh geez. Oh yeah. Fuck.
I had to sleep on the couch in my sunroom with the fireplace going when we had no power because that was the only way to stay warm. But I also had to be able to get up every 3 hours to check the generator that was keeping the basement from flooding. So the past like 5 days have been fucking hell, and now we got a new one coming, and God knows how they're saying it's gonna be worse. So
Yeah, I'm actually worried about this one.
how did you guys fare where you're
It
at,
was
Chris?
fine.
Yeah. Did you lose
I
power?
can't. What's that?
Did you lose power?
No, nothing happened here.
Damn
I
you.
was supposed to go to Royersford to do Soul Joel's.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought you were supposed to be doing that.
Yeah, but the forecast was like it's gonna be freezing rain, all this ice, and I had to cancel. Like, hey, I can't. I'm not gonna be able to get back because I was gonna stay with our buddy Umar, or ask if I could stay with him, and I looked at the forecast there, and they were projecting like all this rain and snow and ice, and I got to get back because I'm like my son's like school. What do you call it? Like learning coach or whatever you want to call him.
Oh, yeah.
And because my wife works during the day, so I was like, I can't miss that because she's got stuff she has to do.
Yeah.
So I had to cancel, even though I heard the show was great, and I'm just bummed out that I missed such a great show. You know,
Where was
and a
that
chance-
at?
At Royersford, PA, at this place called
Oh,
Soul
Pennsylvania, okay.
Joy's. Yeah, Soul Joel's. I keep saying Soul Joey's. Soul Joel's.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Sorry.
No worries. Well, you got one coming up with us here pretty soon.
Yeah, man, I'm excited, man. I'm ready to get back in front of an audience.
Yeah, well, you're in front of an audience, but you got a cone of silence, a plexiglass around you. I was just telling Nick earlier, like it was weird. Like we're the only place that's doing it like this because we kind of want to be able to still have people close.
Right.
But every comedian made a joke about being under glass. Every single person. But the audience was like, I don't know if they didn't know how to respond or if they just haven't been an audience in so long that it was weird. Like Cuzzo killed, a couple other people did really good, but overall, like we had like 12 people. Yeah, I had 12 comics on, and I'd say a third of them did well. The rest like just got blank stares from the audience, and their jokes were good. You know, as good as could be expected with having no stage time recently, but it was just the audience was just weird. We had 3 people not show up, including my dad. Fuck you, Dad.
Piece of garbage.
Well, they paid for the tables, but yeah, I think that was one of the other reasons everybody was kind of freaked out was because the weather was coming and nobody knew what it was going to do. So it was like, we're going to have freezing rain tonight. So my dad was like, I don't want to come down there and then get stuck. So I was like, okay. And I think that's what other people did too. So it was just weird. Hopefully the show at the end of the month doesn't have any weather related bullshit because, you know, they went all out for us and they spent a fortune building that plexiglass thing and all this other stuff. So I feel bad if, you know, we don't do well, but
it happens, man.
We're in the middle of, you know, every month is a new fucking chaos factor. So
can I ask this? The people who you said may not have done as well, did they address the wall, not address it, addressed it too much?
I would say it was like 50-50. Like the people who didn't kill, some of them said something, some of them didn't.
So you don't think the glass?
I don't think it had anything to do with it. I think it was the first time any of those comics had performed behind it too. So and it's not really a barrier. I mean, it's crystal fucking clear. The only difference
you can see it in the pictures. It's like completely
the only
clear.
difference was with the way the mic is speakered to the entire place. It's not you know, like a bring your own PA thing. They've got it Bluetooth to the whole venue, but they can hear you. But if they were laughing, I guess the audio wasn't as, you know, first of all, they got masks on, some of them, a lot of them are at their table drinking, so they didn't have masks, but they're also so far away because we had 11 tables and we had about 45 people, 50 people, maybe give or take. But there were some that were like, if you're standing on stage, the first table that was right in the center was probably 4 feet away because they were. So
not 6, huh?
Well, they were behind. You had the plastic barrier, so you didn't have to. But the tables from them, all the tables were about 10 feet away from each other. So there were people that were 30 feet away. So if you couldn't hear them laughing because you're behind plexiglass, I don't know if that made a difference or what. There's just a lot of factors, and we're just trying to bring it back live, indoors, and be safe. So that was our experiment, was this open mic that we did. But I think we worked the bugs out. People had like table service too, which is new for them. they were scanning QR codes and people were coming in. So I think it's going to be cool. And I think that's why, and we did sell out. I mean, we sold all the tables, but it was just, maybe it was just a weird crowd too. I mean, you get weird crowds in when it was normal, pre-pandemic. So
I wish I had like a bubble helmet. That would be kind of cool, like a big glass.
Dude, they sell one that looks like Daft Punk.
Yeah, astronaut.
Oh yeah. 1960s.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I had one of those.
Yeah.
Dude, they'd have to make it double size for your big old head.
My head is huge.
Yeah, I think we all have big heads.
We do have big heads. This is a big head podcast.
Yeah.
Right.
Welcome back to the Big Head Podcast, everybody. If you don't wear at least an 8.5 hat, get the fuck up out of here.
Hey.
Yeah, if you're a Mighty Ducks fan, you're off the show. All right.
Fuck yourself, you piece of shit.
I don't know sports. Why would you even give that any credit? I just recognized the logo from a Emilio Estevez movie.
Wait, didn't they become a team?
Yeah.
Are they still a team? I don't know shit about soccer. I said soccer, hockey,
ice soccer.
Ice soccer. I like soccer. I mean, honestly, I think hockey is the best live sport.
Dude, hockey rules watching it live.
We actually
it's pretty fucking dope, dude.
Deez will probably not believe me on this, but we actually had, when Richmond had the Renegades, we won season tickets.
Oh, nice.
To the Renegades on some radio station or whatever, and we went to damn near every game. And that was like the closest I ever got to getting into sports.
Oh, really?
That, but it was one of those things where I couldn't play. Like, I like shooting hoops and throwing the football around or whatever because I can do those things. So I will watch those sports, not like go team, but just if it's on, I'm like, fuck it, I'll watch this. But I liked hockey a lot, but I can't ice skate, so it was like, fuck. Like, I just kind of gave up because, like I want to be able to look what I can do, and then I couldn't.
To be able to relate to a degree.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Plus, I'm from up north, and everybody played up there. I just for the same reason I don't like going to the pool because I don't like taking my shirt off and I can't swim. So
same here, man. I went to high school with a dude who played. He might be retired now, but he played in the NHL for a long time.
Really? Do you know what team?
He played. Oh shit, who did he play for? But if you look up Brian Giunta,
I was waiting for Nick to go. Oh, he played on the. I was like, damn it.
I can't remember, man. But he's had a pretty lengthy career.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gionta, Giunta. I think he graduated in '97. It should say Aquinas Institute of Rochester for his high school.
He began his NHL career in 2001 with the Jersey Devils.
Yeah, the Jersey Devils.
So wait, you said, when did you graduate high school?
98.
Oh, so you're only 2 years younger than me.
Yeah.
That means you're in your 40s now.
Yeah, just hit 40. Yeah. We were one of a few, because I went to a private Catholic school, and dude, he was so good. Like, he was already playing like a semi-pro. Like, he wouldn't even play high school. He didn't even play high school hockey. Like, that's how good he was. He didn't even play high school hockey.
Nice.
Yeah, he could. I don't think he could play for our high school team.
Look, man, you're obviously a grown man looking like a child. You can't play.
He's not a big dude. He's like 5'8", 5'9", maybe. Not a big guy. Crazy. But dude, he was already playing on some like really good like semi-pro whatever travel teams when he was like 16, 17. That like high school hockey would have just been a joke to that kid.
Boring, yeah. We had I think we had one kid on my high school football team that was like that. Like, he dominated across the board. It was like he was a semi-pro football player playing high school football, and
isn't that wild, dude?
17, yeah. Like, and those are the ones that they're like, this kid, you don't even need to go to college, just come with us. Like, he did go to college, but and he played college, but I think he got picked up immediately when that happened. But you could just tell, like, everybody knew. It was just that he was just that guy at the school, like, better than everybody across the board at everything.
When I still lived in Richmond, I had this customer. Her son was he had just turned 15, and he was sponsored by Adidas, and he was like getting scouted by like UK basketball teams to like play overseas to play basketball.
Wow.
That reminds me, we had a kid that I was friends with that it was right when rollerblading became this huge thing, and he had like 3 or 4 sponsors for rollerblading. And I was like, what do you do with like, because this was like, I'm thinking I was like a freshman, maybe sophomore. I didn't even understand the concept of sponsorship. I was like, they just give you free shit, right? That's what he's like. No, you put their logos on you, and when I was like, well, what do you do? Like, he goes, I'm a competitive rollerblader, and I was like, what does that even mean? And it was basically like speed skating on pavement.
It's so funny that you mentioned that because I work with a dude. Jesus, I forgot. Let me see if I can find it. I work with a dude who I forgot what he was not. He was stationed in California. I can't remember what he was doing. Here it is. But someone saw him doing something, and I think he might have been ice skating or something. And they go, "Hey man, have you ever thought about doing like competitive, like or speed inline skating?" He said no. They got him into it. He became like ranked. He would go on like the military would give him leave to go like do all these like speed racing events, and he became like kind of almost famous in that world. And it was just something he picked up. Somebody saw him at maybe like a skating rink or something.
Well, what was funny with it was this kid. I mean, I knew the kid, and he tried to get me to like rollerblade with him, but I just, again, not coordinated, couldn't ice skate, couldn't rollerblade, couldn't roller skate. And shut up. And he got
I'm trying to find these pictures of
he got sponsored and everything. And then all I remember is like the end of our senior year, no one was rollerblading or gave a shit about it anymore. Like it was a really small window of when rollerblading was a thing.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's like all those people that were like competitive at Guitar Hero.
Oh yeah, I remember that shit
the
too.
first 3 games, and then after that, everyone was like, "Look at these fucking nerds! Look at them."
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Dude, there was like I dated this girl in high school who like some kid that she went to school with, I guess like tested really high on Guitar Hero. So they like
that is the weirdest sentence I think I've heard in a while. He tested really high on Guitar Hero.
They brought him in to like play. I think it was he like did really well on tournaments for the first, like either the first game or the first and second game. But by the third game, they brought him in as a tester. So like this dude was like in high school getting paid as a tester for
that is insane.
Guitar Hero.
Like I've always found stuff like that fascinating because there's like there's a kid that my stepkids are friends with, or we're in like a drama class or something together. The kid is a competitive Pokemon player, like cards, like physical cards. And they pay for him to go to tournaments, and he makes money. Like he makes a shit ton of money
crazy, man.
playing Pokemon cards. I'm like, how is that even a thing?
You sound like such an old man when you say
I know. I mean, I've sounded like that for years,
cards.
but it still baffles me. Because
I work with another. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna say it's just weird to me that shit that's like a novelty becomes these things like competitive
like basketball.
No, I mean that a sport with skill and stuff like that.
But think about that though.
Yeah,
like sports, like I'm pretty the idea because like I watched this it's a scripted show, but it's basically about how professional soccer in England was started. Like they were against people getting paid to play. Like, no, this is a sport. You don't get paid to play. This is supposed to be. So just think about how like sports they were supposed to be fun. They were kids' games, something to keep you busy. While you were a kid.
I guess once things became like where people were getting recruited and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I guess that to me is like when you're playing on a competitive level. Yeah, I mean it makes sense now. But again, that's the other thing that I think is funny is when you're playing things on a competitive level in high school and in college. Like, okay, those are sports where people get paid. I get that. But like, is there a Pokemon league at every college? No. Is there a Guitar Hero league at every college? No. But
he said yes.
Oddly enough, I do know there's like freaking what is it, the multiplayer war game or whatever. What the hell is that called again?
Multiplayer war, like Call of Duty.
Call of Duty. There's Call of Duty leagues and stuff, and they're all over the place.
College,
they do competitive things like that. Like it's.
I'm gonna look it up, dude. College.
Call of Duty.
Pokemon.
Competitive war game league.
Well, I just know that they do have those things. One of the guys I used to work with sponsored a thing every year, or he put together a thing every year for the high school, and they did a competitive Call of Duty thing. But they had to turn the blood splatter off for the school to sanction it.
Nice.
And all these local businesses gave them like prizes, like big fucking prizes too, $300-$400 prizes in this Call of Duty tournament, and they did it every year, and they would play into the hours, the early hours of the morning, and I almost said wee hours of the morning, but they played like late over the weekend, and it was sponsored by businesses, and it was hosted by the school, and it was like, what in the hell is happening,
dude? Yeah, I found so this is a what do you call it? Like a fucking what do you call these? Like a chat room? What do you call these things?
chat room is good enough for
It's
me.
not a chat. It's just like a Reddit thing. What do you like a forum? Where
go.
this is 2012. This guy was talking about starting this where is it, the acronym, a National Collegiate Pokemon Association, and this is 2012 to foster the environment of VGC games. I guess I don't know what the fuck
That's who owns it. It's like variable card games or something. Something like that. Yeah, like Magic is the same way.
To create a gateway for leagues to contact each other for other competition in person or online. And this is 2012. They had the University of Victoria, University of California, Santa Cruz, UC Davis, University of Pittsburgh, Florida State Pokemon League, Ohio State Pokemon League. So like
the balls.
This is 10 years ago.
That's like $1 billion industry.
Yeah, this is 10 years ago that they're talking about this.
Well, here's the thing. I always miss these things. Like I almost feel like George Costanza, where I should go with the opposite of my instinct, because like when Nintendo Wii came out, I was like, nobody wants to get up and move around to play a video game. I was way off the mark on that. Same thing with like my buddy, when Minecraft was like first happening, I was like, who in their right mind would play an 8-bit game?
Right.
And he was like, well, my brother and I play it because it's the only thing they'll let him play in Saudi Arabia. Like I guess he was military, and you couldn't, like, they were real strict with what you could and couldn't do there. Mm-hmm. And he was like, we can play this game and we can chat and stuff while we're in the game. I was like, all right, well, if you're doing that, I can understand why you're playing that. But I was like, but why would anybody else play this game? And then it fucking blew up. All of our schools have like Minecraft servers where the kids go in and build shit. Like 14 hours a week, my kid's upstairs playing Minecraft. I'm like, this looks so boring to me, but I'm just an old guy, I guess.
Yeah, my son got into it, and then we've been down the rabbit hole. Dude, you should. I'm pretty sure you've seen some of the stuff, but do some of the stuff people build is insane. Like exact replicas of like stuff from like Lord of the Rings.
Oh, he built a replica of our house.
Yeah, dude, I've seen somebody had a scale version of Minas Tirith from Lord of the Rings.
Hell yeah.
Dude, you go inside, they have all the halls. Like, dude, it's insane, the stuff that people build, man.
But it's just like, I mean, I get the programming aspect of it, like to teach kids to code. But at the same time, it's like, I mean, and I think it's probably just something in my brain, because my buddy would play Left 4 Dead constantly. He went so far as to go out and buy another TV and another console so that he and I could play Left 4 Dead in the same room, but have our own screens. Like this was 10 years ago.
It gets serious, man. Dude, gamers.
And I would play it for 2 weeks, and I was like, all right, it's the same shit over and over. I'm shooting zombies. I'm done. This is boring. Yeah, and I just didn't want to do it anymore. I guess that's me. It's just one of those.
You got to be into it.
Yeah, and I mean, I used to love like Mario Brothers, and you know, I think Mario 3 is where I peaked.
Yeah, I got Super Mario Maker too, just because I saw you post the videos of Miles playing it.
Dude, yeah. If you honestly, man, if you like Mario, Carlton, I highly suggest you watch this dude. Like if you put in DGR Dave on in YouTube, you should see some of the If you want to see some really fun levels, check out like DGR Dave Troll series, because like people would build their own levels, right? They do a lot of crazy mechanics, but people will put in like just trolls to like make people mad.
Yeah.
But then even like the troll thing evolved, and like that's some people are known for building troll levels where like you know how like in Mario you have to jump across a pit. Yeah. But what they'll do is they'll put a hidden block in the middle of your arc. So when you jump, you'll hit it and fall down the pit. It's stuff like that.
So dude, you just can't win anyway.
It's little things like that. But dude, some of these trolls are they're so layered and complicated. Like I've seen guys, they'll go through a map, a level, and like they'll try, I'm talking 40, 50 times to get to an area just to find out that area leads to nowhere, and they'll end up in the room that they can't.
So basically,
get out of.
it's a a parallel of life. I think is really what.
Yeah, dude, it's so funny because I've seen guys get it's fascinating.
That's crazy.
Just watching the stuff that people build is crazy, man.
Yeah.
They do stuff on that game like they took Mario to a whole nother level. And then there's another series of like level making that it's called Kaizo. And like that's where they use like a lot of shell jumps and a lot of it's pretty
That's
crazy. So
crazy.
if you put in Mario Kaizo,
Yeah.
check that out, dude. It's awesome stuff on there. Like I used to think it was weird too, but then my son got into it and we watch it every day, dude. We watch people
that's
play
the thing.
Mario every
Like one
day.
of the things that my wife and Nick have both tried to like curve me into is the just let people have fun. Why do you have to pick it apart?
Yeah, piece
But
of
I had to
shit.
do
It's not
that
that
as a-
it's
as a
really that I
dad.
don't understand it. It's just I don't understand the appeal of certain things, and that's the thing that gets me is like I wish I understand. I wish I could find joy in something as like mundane or as simple as like Minecraft, but it just seems so. I'm just so
What do you like to
disconnected
do
from it.
then?
I mean, I like to build things and
There
work
you
with my
go.
hands and shit. But
That's what you do.
yeah, but I mean, I can show something at the end of that. I think is my thing. Like,
But these
I mean, and
guys
they
who are
can too. But
good,
it's
they make
all I know.
money.
What's weird is I work with computers all fucking day, and that's probably
get it.
why
Maybe that's why
I
you
don't want it. Yeah, it's like I stare at them all day. That's why I didn't become a gynecologist.
Okay.
It was like
Sure,
no, I don't
buddy.
want to. Yeah, shut up, Nick.
Boo that
So what?
man.
You know what? I'm not into like I'm not a handy guy, but I recently got into the restoration videos. You like
Oh
that
yeah,
stuff?
yeah, yeah. I love
Dude, like
those
watching
things.
some guy take an old rusty axe head and like that
Yeah,
is
I love
freaking
those things.
Those
dope,
are dope.
dude.
I like watching that shit.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I just got into that. There's another dude who does like consumer electronics, and he'll break open like an old Nintendo, clean it all out, and then like
Make
have
it
it
work
working.
again.
Oh, we
I
got
like
less than a minute.
watching shoe restoration videos.
Oh, those are dope too. I've seen those.
Yeah.
Did you need an
Oh, you
outro?
mean like sneakers and stuff? Okay, I was
Yeah,
like
Yeah.
an old cobbler in his like. What are you
but they
talking
have
about?
that stuff too. Where it's
Oh, I
pretty
know they
cool.
do. Literally, the internet has everything.
Everything.
Right now, we have a nice
We
checking
have
on
less than
Chris
a minute.
video that
I don't
we've
know if y'all
done,
need to
and
do an outro with me or not.
yeah, that's what I typically do when we get close to the end here.
This is the end, but it's
That
just
is
less.
the end. I know. I'm glad you're doing well. This was a good conversation.
It's making me nervous, man.
No, you're fine, dude. We've gotten down right to the minute, like right to the 10-second mark, and been
Did I
like,
give you
but
that at least?
No,
no.
it
Once
just
it
says
hits
less
a
than a
minute, it
minute,
just goes
and then
less
it'll
than a
just
minute.
close.
Yeah,
Wow.
but
Wow. Okay.
well, this is good, man. I'm actually excited. Nick's excited, I know, because he won't shut up about it for the show at the end of the
He
month.
didn't say
So
shit tonight.
Because
yeah,
I'm
it's
sick.
the Covid.
I'm trying not to die.
Okay.
Sorry.
He's gonna do
Oh,
that on the
geez.
stage with me instead. That's what's.
No, I'm really like I've been
Well,
trying not to cough.
Thanks for having me,
Yeah.
man. This is fun. I wish we had a little bit more time to talk more games and shit, man. That would
Well, I'm
sucks.
poor. I'm cheap. I should say. I'm not poor. I'm cheap. There's a difference. But
Frugal.
That's fine. I get it.
frugal.
Yeah, I get it.
Well, it was good talking to you, man.
Yeah, you too,
we'll see you
man.
soon.
Yeah, let me know when it's up. I'll share. Thanks for
Yeah.
having me, guys. Peace out.
Later, homie.
Yep.
Later.